Protect these poor souls in their time of need. I pray that you ease their pain and see them safe in your grace.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Amadia's blessings, child. I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray, who are you? Bahara is an excellent student. She still has much to learn, but that is a truth for all creatures. Tell me, what do you wish to know about our goddess? Yes, she is our mother of magic, the font from which all such power flows. Legend says that she lay with a mortal man, and their issue became the wizards of this world. Some say this is merely a metaphor for the gift of magic that Amadia gave us. Others hold it as pure truth. It is not for me to judge. Perhaps it is the truth, or perhaps it is only true of the God-woken. Whatever the fact may be, the story brings me some happiness. Like him in birth, perhaps, but not in spirit. The God-woken are said to be descended from the first heroes, and may themselves become the divine, transcending even the gods themselves. But I am no expert in these matters. The Seekers know more. Gareth spoke of his mission to save the God-woken Verdas. You would do better to speak to him, if ever he returns. The fool ran into the swamps. He pestered me for aid against the Shriekers, and when I finally told him of a cache of Braccus's soul-forged weapons, he rushed away to find it. A bold move, but ill-advised. Unless he returns with weapons enough, I fear none of these Seekers will leave this island with air in their lungs. He ruled this realm as a tyrant and beast. He stole its source and left only death. On this island he built and tested his weapons. These marshes were a playground for he and his necromancers. Many unfortunate souls were brought here. Blessed were those who died quickly, or died at all. I have been here for many years. It has given me a lot of time to reflect on the past and learn from it. In truth, the torments of Braccus and of these magisters were not so different. Both purged source from this land. Indeed, the magisters have even taken Braccus's worst tools. First, the purging ones, and now those Shriekers. If the Seeker Gareth survives, I pray he will return with the weapons he needs to destroy them. Gladly, but I fear you'll fare no better than the Seeker. North of here you'll find the ruins of Braccus's source armory. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power like those weapons. Without them, the Seekers are truly hopeless. Walk ever in Amadia's grace, child.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Braccus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
So, you returned Gareth to his flock. I must say, I never thought to see him again. You have my thanks for giving them hope, but I fear for their future. They cannot escape these swamps. They do not have the strength. Amadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more I can do. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps there is another path. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Braccus Rex remain hidden in a vault, but the Magisters recovered them before he could. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time. But there is another vault, hidden beyond the Magister's guile. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware, such items are of limited power. If they cease to function, speak to me. I will be able to help. You have? That's wonderful, of course. But tell me, did you see anything else? Did you find any soul jars? They are relics of great power. Please, you must give them to me. If I can make an offering of them to Amadia, it could aid your cause. Questions? There is no time for questions. Just give me the jars. It matters not. All that matters is that you give it to me. No. Stop! Wait!
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
I have waited centuries, watching lives come and go, while my soul lies locked in a cage.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Amadia, I feel wet. Oh, Goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face. I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Amadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Braccus Rex, but more than his lover. I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen. You don't understand. No one understands. My heart held such fear, but with Braccus I was safe. He needed me, and I needed him. As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all. But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Braccus grew paranoid, angry, murderous. I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them and demanded more. The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came, until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless. Amadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Amadia I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Braccus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me. I spent far too little time there. It was a strange place, but there was peace. A peace I never knew before. Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, sister.
She starts to speak, but chokes back a sob instead.
Thank you. I can't... I've never known such kindness. Thank you for everything. May you walk forever in Amadia's grace.
It's peaceful here, but I'll
Careful,
not be
know what
sorry
to
to
do.
see the back of these swamps.
He'll take care of us.